Impressions on the game.
I thought it was a good game. I think it was two teams that tried to play. I think there was moments where we looked really good. It's a bit disappointing that we didn't take those two early chances in the first 15 minutes. I think if Charles puts those two away, he scored 4 last week, so he certainly has the ability to finish those chances. So he takes those, and it's a completely different game. But I was pleased that we came back to get it to 1-1 at halftime, and I just think we were a little flat when we came out for the second half. They certainly tried to disrupt us from playing a little bit. And, the goals we conceded were a bit disappointing, but, that's probably the difference between the two leagues.
Y'all were unbeaten in your last 5 before tonight. Do you feel pretty good, going back into league play about kind of where you're at right now?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the caliber of Carolina in the championship is not something that we'll face on a regular basis. It's a huge compliment that we get, some of the coaches and players say, hey, you guys are trying to play, and did it quite well for large periods of the game. So we're still in a young phase of our team, 26 new players, never played before, starting in February. It's going to take some time. I wish we had a core that came back that had a little bit more familiarity with what I'm trying to do, and that's just going to take some time. And there was certainly some things today we've done better than we have all season. So there are some positives to take out of it. It's a disappointment to go out of the competition, but we weren't the favorites coming in today anyway. So this will be easy to forget and move on to the league.
Coach, I wanted to also ask you about, there was a story last week, the USL is proposing to implement a head injury substitution rule for League 1 and the championship in 2020. I was just wondering what you thought about that. Is that a good thing, bad thing?
Yeah, it's probably a good thing. I think the one thing you have to be careful of coaches, taking advantage of the rule, but certainly on the medical side and player safety, player health side of it, it's the right thing to do. I was in the academy before this, and they had that rule as well. So if there was a head injury, if you had the subs, you can get them off to evaluate them. And certainly the youth game is not so much about the result. So I think the coaches understood the rule, but I think as long as it's not being abused, that rule, I think it makes perfect sense because I've got kids, and when they start playing in 5-6 years, head injuries are the scariest part. For any parent, but anybody who cares about another human being. So it's probably the right thing to do. But yeah, I think it's worth it to try it and see what happens.